Man, it's been a while, Professor. How are you been doing?
All right, now we can finally get into year 3.
Year 3, yes.
Oh, is that the year that the movie came out?
Yes, but we're not starting with that. So, last week came off, there's peace on the island after the Borak swarms and the Toa have become the Takanuva. And so, the villages are reconstructing and basically, remember the giant waterfall with Gali's mask? Well, that's now Takanuva's mask.
What?
Yeah, because
It's shrunk?
Failure.
No,
remember?
they changed it to Takanuva's mask.
All the arts resembling the Toas now resembles the Takanuva, which are these guys right here.
And Taragavakama gives the Kanohivahi, you forgot to say it, to Tahu, and it's meant to be a secret between the two of them and only to be used in emergencies.
So what does it do?
We'll get to that. The Takanuva now wanting to test their new abilities. They decide to do a sparring match, and things get kind of heated. They start arguing. Pohatu starts running around, and Onua creates an earth ramp that causes Pohatu to just fly off. And because they realize, hey, we're super powerful now. We don't need each other. Fuck you guys.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.
Gali, being the sensible one, is trying to say, no, are you all fucking idiots? No, you're the idiot. So yeah, they break up like the Beatles. Completely ignoring the fact that teamwork is what defeated the Borak and the Makuta, and they chose the perfect time to break up.
Pohatu and Taku still remain friends. I'd like to imagine it's just like, damn it, no one's liking my jokes. Name someone funnier than me, Pohatu. Gali? What? No, Pohatu. Women aren't funny. Gali, I've been waiting to tell you this. Gamatorans aren't real people. They are things created by Matanui.
For our enjoyment, yes! The Borakal! A repaint.
They're just repaints. And if you don't know what a repaint is, just look it up on the TF Wiki.
There's 6 elite Borak created as a failsafe if the Borak Queens were defeated. And they would awaken the Borak if they were defeated.
Okay, hold on. So we get up this whole power-up, this whole saga with the Borak, but it turns out there were the elites behind them. Even though those elites would have been useful if they were sent out earlier.
They're only used as failsafes.
Why?
Because basically if the Barag were to be defeated, the Borakal would be the ones to go out and basically, reawaken them.
You have these 6 Borak, but at the same time you also have an entire swarm of these Boraks that could just take out an entire island if they wanted to.
Essentially, the Borak is a Borak from each of the original breeds, so a Tanak, a Galak, etc. And they were exposed and energized protodermis. Basically, they each have a special, they all have a new power instead of like fire and stuff like that. And basically, they also have their own individual personality. The Borakal are immensely powerful and effective in the use of their shields to exert elemental powers. They were powered by Chronocal and could telepathically communicate in the Matoran language. The Borakal also shared many of the physical characteristics of their regular cousins. They possessed the head snapping attack for launching the Chronocal, though they never actually used it, the ability to fold up the ball for mobility and hibernation, and the ability to transform into Kaida. Oh yeah, I forgot. Borak could also turn into a Kaida. The Borakal were also very arrogant and boastful, and they were completely dedicated to their mission and considered anything that interfered with them as possible. Tanakal was a fast, powerful leader of the Borakal squad. It had the power of electricity, which allowed it to send bolts of electricity or to create electric force field. Galakal was a greedy, self-serving Borakal that saw itself as capable of doing anything. Galakal was also very silent, stealthy, and able to find a way past any obstacle in its path. It had the power of magnetism, which allowed it to cause any object to become magnetized or magnetic, and to any level of intensity. Bionicle was fast and unpredictable, one of the deadliest Bionicle. It relied on ambush and clever tactics and surprise to attack its enemies. It usually stayed in Liwahi so it could disappear behind the jungle trees. It had the power of vacuum and could suck the air out of the surrounding area and shoot it back out in a single titanic blast.
Bionicle was Luigi.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. Bionicle was a slow-moving yet nearly unstoppable Bionicle. It was gifted with the powers of plasma, which allow it to melt or vaporize any obstacle, superheat the air around it, or destroy nearly any substance. Bionicle saw it as a waste of time to worry about the hindering of its enemies, such as the Takanuva. Instead of actively searching out the Borag as per its mission, it resented having to follow Bionicule's decision to seek out the Takanuva to stop Toa from finding them. It had an aversion to forest since there were many places for an enemy to hide. Bionicle was a powerful and slow-moving Bionicle. It had the power of gravity, which allowed it to increase or decrease the gravity of its opponents. And Bionicle, one of the strongest Bionicle, had been gifted with the elemental power of sonics, which allowed it to create blasts of sound, sonic force fields, and even entire objects may have solid sound. For this ability, some considered it more deadly than the rest of the Bionicle squad put together. It was often seen on its own because its powers affected even the other Bionicle. It was also the easiest Bionicle to track since the use of its powers tend to make sonic booms.
Okay, got a question. Which one is the dumbest one?
That's basically all there is to them. And basically, daring aren't we today, Bionicle? Their mission, if they choose to accept it, they don't have a choice. Because basically, and there's not a swarm of them, there's just one of each. So it's 6 Toa against 6 Bionicle. And their mission? Capture the Nuva symbols. Okay, remember when the Toa became the Takanuva? Basically, the Nuva symbols, when they first became the Takanuva, in their on their Suva, you see the symbol appear on it. Basically, that's their Nuva symbol. And say that symbol was stolen, they lose their power, their elemental power.
Yeah, might have wanted to think twice about your power system there, guys.
So yeah, wait, and what? Do they just not carry it with them?
No!
Why?
To be fair, they're very, very arrogant.
No, that is not to be fair!
Well, they need to be in the Suva.
So, the Toa are not carrying their own Suvas around in their back.
They can't, because if the symbol is not on the Suva, they lose their power.
Why not carry the Suva with them? Like,
do you know how big a fucking Suva is?
No!
You such a failure! You make my son look like Elon Musk!
Jangus, I need you to go look up a picture of the Toa Suva really quick, just
So Ninjato, you're expecting them to carry...
They would have to carry that around.
You're expecting each Toa to carry...
it's a big stone!
Not necessarily a stone, it's some sort of special... technological kind of thing.
It's ancient technology on the island. So that's their mask to put into perspective how big their Suva is. So you're expecting them to carry this big thing around wherever they go. The Toa didn't choose this power system.
Okay, so where is it? What are these Suvas located?
In each of their villages.
Are they in a secretive place?
Not necessarily, and that's kind of
out in the open.
Well, to be fair, they didn't even realize that. Oh shit, our power is tied to the symbol.
Everyone's mentality was suddenly, there's no way anyone can take our symbols. Oh shit, they took our symbols, fuck.
And all 6 of them managed to lose their symbols. Good job, guys. It's not like you just got a power-up or anything. By the way, the Toa have only arrived on the island 2 months ago.
Chala, I'm having a crisis of faith right now.
I said a crisis of faith!
Our heroes are complete morons!
It takes a while for them to actually become great, let's be honest. So... they stole the symbols and basically now are trying to find the location of where the Barag are. Now the Toa have to do it
almost burns to death, but god!
The first two actually happened, though I like the idea that Tahu tried to see if he was still lava-proof.
Golly nearly drowns?
The toe of water can no longer control the power of water, even though she has the mask of water breathing. Okay, let's be honest. The Takanuva are probably one of the most incompetent Toa teams.
And that's really a lot to do with arrogance. So, Benny Hill time! Because the Toa Nuva have to reunite to defeat the Barak Cow before they can awaken the Barag. And at the same time, they have to find their own Konohi Nuva. Yes, we're hunting for the masks again.
It seemed like Lego ran out of ideas.
This really does feel like a filler arc. The reason we do have to cover this is because there is at least one very important element, but we'll get to that. Along the way, they fight the Borak Cal, they lose. And they lose again. And they lose again. Our heroes, everyone. But thankfully, they do at least learn that, yeah, we're a team.
Oh,
and John and Takua are there as well.
Oh yeah, what are they doing?
Watching Gali, Liwa, and Kopaka Eiffel combine into Waira Nuva. Yes, we got the Toa Kaida Nuva, but only one of them. Akamai Nuva doesn't actually form in the story. And they fight Gala Cow, Korak Cow, and Levak Cow. The three Borak then also form a Borak Cow Kaida Ja. That's his full name, and you must say it like that. No shortcuts. And at one point, Nokama tested Gali, and when she passed, Nokama showed Gali an underground cave with some mysterious figures. Kopaka grieved Pohatu when he seemingly bit it, but Kopaka was just buried. He's fine, though.
Got better.
The scene does show that, Kopaka does care. And at one point, Tahu led an army of Tanak to fight Nuvak Kal, and it didn't go well. So here's something I need to mention. When the Borak queens were put to sleep, while some of the Borak were, went to sleep, some of them were activated, but they were basically on standby because they basically didn't have any orders. So the Matoran took over and basically said, hey, you can reconstruct our village. Can you help us reconstruct our village? And basically, once that was done, they were gonna, put them back to bed. Tahu led an army of Tanak. Those Tanak are destroyed.
See, it would have been funnier, though, if Tahu led an army of Tanak. It's like, alright, Tanak, let's get the Nuva Cow!
It really is like that, though, because Nuvak basically just defeated them in one foul swoop. And at one point, Gali, Tahu, and Kopaka go to the Place of Shadows, where they find a carving of 6 mysterious figures, whoever that could be. Also, the Borakal found the Barag.
Ah, shit.
So, the Tonuva basically follow the Borak into the lair of the Barag. At one point, they see the Exotoa suits. Yes, the same one that nerfed them. So, the Exotoa can work as suits, but they can also work autonomously. Though, the Borakal do destroy them effortlessly.
I'm so surprised, guys. There's no sarcasm in my voice whatsoever.
And so, the Borak Cal are about to place the symbols on the Nuva Cube.
What is the Nuva Cube?
Before time began, there was the cube.
Okay, so, the Nuva Cube is basically, that is the failsafe system. Basically, essentially, if the symbols are placed onto the Nuva Cube, the Barag reawake, and so... I got sneezed. and then the swarms are once again to resume cleaning. So yeah, the Borakal are basically about to place it. So remember that mask Vakama gave Tahu? The Konohi Vahi is the great mask of time. He has the ability to speed up and slow down time. And basically Tahu used it so that the Toa can think of more time to think of something to stop the Borakal from awakening the swarm. Also, the Borakal's Chrono turn white. That was a thing.
So the Konohi Hal gave Tahu.
Vakama gave...
Zowato!
That stops time. This slows it down.
Also,
It's near Zowato!
It's
near Zowato. Okay, so basically, Gali had the idea of okay, if we could reach out the Nuva symbols, we could probably access them. They kind of do, but what it does is actually increase the Borak Cal's power. That's a good thing.
What?
It's a good thing. thing, because due to the increase in power, the Borak cow weren't able to control it, and because of it, their own powers basically turn against them, and they get destroyed by their own powers. So Tana cows gets electrocuted to death. Galak, basically due to its magnetism, the broken pieces of the Exotoa come rushing at him and basically crush him. Parak melts due to the plasma. Nuvak, due to the gravity, gets crushed inside of himself. He implodes, essentially. Korak basically explodes from the pressure, and Levok doesn't get destroyed, but he gets sent out of the atmosphere. At least the Barag are prevented from awakening, and they got their symbols back. But essentially, yeah, victory!
Tahoe's a real American hero.
So yeah, they get their symbols back, and also I want to say it, while remaining in the village, the Suvas are now in a more secret place.
Good.
There you go, Ninjato. Don't worry. The complete victory over the Borak this time. The Turaga decide that all the Matoran will be upgraded in bigger and stronger bodies. They're still hobbits, but just not as short. Bionicle then they then celebrate Bionicle Christmas. Yeah, that's right. They have their own in-universe equivalent to Christmas. It's called Naming Day. Okay, so everyone gets a day off and celebrate like Christmas, but certain Matoran who did great deeds are rewarded with new names, and they're still pronounced the same way. But remember the lawsuit Lego had?
Yeah.
This is their explanation of their in-universe reason of why the names changed. Jala became Jala became Jaller. It's still pronounced Jala, just looks like Jaller for some reason.
So they're Bostonians. Okay.
Holly, Hali, became Hahli. Huki, Huki, became Hewkii. And Maku, Maku, became Macku. All of them got renamed in honor of their efforts in stopping the Borak swarms. Takua was not renamed despite his part.
What a bunch of assholes. What about me, Turaga Vakama? Don't I get a new name? No, fuck you.
So Takua at least renamed his Puku, Puku, to Pewku. Oh yeah, I forgot. Takua now owns a crab named Puku.
And here's their new bodies. So they have a little more articulation now.
And so, and there's more celebration. And the Turaga actually debate on telling the Toa a dark secret they've been hiding from them. And they decide that they will tell him, but they'll do it after the Koli tournament. That's right, a giant lacrosse game to celebrate.
There's peace on the island once more. For 5 minutes.
You're all gonna be furries!
So, with that said, we could get to the second half of year 2.
Movie time!
Now, we could tell you what happened, but we could just show you. Ah, Miramax. Sometimes Harvey Weinstein lets me use the Miramax chair. That didn't quite issue so well.
I love this style of narrator.
It's Fakama's voice actor.
For Matanui's brother, the Makuta, was jealous of these honors and betrayed him, casting...
It's time for rain first. Matanui.
Greg Weisman!
Yep.
Greg Weisman did the story?
Yeah.
Takua!
Have you seen Dragon Tales?
What are you doing
Yes.
down here alone? We're supposed to be at the
Well,
Kobe
Ninja,
match?
you'll know this then. Zack and Wheezy. The one who plays Zack
Hang on a second.
is Takua.
I just gotta check out that totem.
Huh.
You're
What?
Yeah!
Wheezy! What are you doing? It's instant mask.
Jola, look! A great Kenobi
Long story.
Jola! Oh, Toa
Chronicler!
Scott McNeil!
To look at those balls!
Oh my god! Oh jeez, oh my god!
Something I might have forgotten to mention. When the Borak cows stole the symbols, the Toa lost their elemental abilities. They could still use their master powers.
Great Kanohi mask.
It was in the lava. Takua.
This could be important. Take it to Turaga Vakama.
Puku was voiced by Ravage.
You two, still so ill at ease? Put your petty differences aside.
There's an
Rejoice!
Yes, they broke up again.
Oh, come on, you
Oh look,
two.
no Kama has cleavage, provided they are not own goals, as own goals are not goals. Each team is allowed one defender who may carry a shield, but no other player may use that shield, other than in the cases of the 11th rule, 1. Any number of goalie balls may be played.
Hey, look,
balls in
Joller,
play.
he tried his best.
Postpones the completion of the game until the problem is dealt with.
Oh man, Joller, you're a sexist.
Not bad for a woman. Takua, I think you've been hanging around with Tahu too much.
Yeah, I think so.
They're all just kicking the...
Is the great Kanohi mask of light. A mask to be worn only by a 7th Toa.
The prophecy is being fulfilled.
Toa of light.
Yeah, so there's a prophecy. Turns out there's supposed to be 7 Toa, not 6.
Jala. He must be the herald of the 7th Toa.
Hail Jala! All hail Jala! Herald of the 7th Toa!
Yeah, so
Takua is just like...
yeah, so Takua just threw Jala under the bus.
Will you seek the 7th Toa?
I will. And Takua, the chronicler, has volunteered to join me.
So, there's a deleted scene that shows that Makuta was responsible for, like, okay, I just got beaten, so I'm gonna awaken the Borak.
Their unity can be poisoned. Their duty.
So you could say that Makuta has been the one pulling the strings.
So he built mecha bodies for snakes.
So, here's actually something interesting about the Rakshi. The Rakshi, basically, the Rakshi are made from Krata. Krata, not Prana, Krata,
With a T.
are actually formed from Makuta. It requires, one Rakshi requires 2 Krata. One of which gets dunked into energized prodermis, mutating it into a robotic shell, and then the second Krata pilots it.
Look, don't get mushy, Jala. I have no time for a long goodbye.
Oh, they fucking look at them sparks.
How will we know where to start?
Trust in the mask. Let it be your guide.
Whoa. Spider
What?
Takua.
What does it do?
Spider Takua. He's your friendly neighborhood spider Takua.
Yeah! Move over!
They're headed for Takoro.
None have breached Takoro's gates before, and none shall this day.
That was a fucking lie.
Tahu, your mask! I'm sorry.
It's nothing.
So, Lerock, is able to, like, you know, poison things. Gurak is able to disintegrate, and Panrak, can basically, cause things to explode. Like that. Apparently, I just found this out. It's not, the symbol is not required to be on the Suva, but it needs to be in, like, friendly hands of sorts.
Toaliwa, spirit of...
Ah, yes, my favorite Toa. Man, we became a hippie.
Oh, now.
Technically, he always had some sort of, like, spiritual connection to the jungle.
If Toaliwa helped on your search, might he be a spirit lift?
Tree speak in action.
Ever windfly a gecko bird? I've been a second, but I've never flown one myself.
That's a reference to the Manui Online game.
I like the way Wheela flies.
With the swords?
Yeah.
The drums of Lakoro bring a sorry bad story. Your village has fallen to Rakshi, the Makuta sons. No way. You accepted this duty.
I accepted your duty.
I like how Jala is like, yeah, it's your duty. And Takua is like, no, I'm lazy.
Kupaka! Toa of Ice. How did you find us?
It was you who were following me.
We were? We didn't mean to. We were lost.
You worry about scratches. My village is gone.
It's more than just a scratch. You got a green eye.
First, we must be united. Together, we are strong.
Fuck your strength, golly. I don't need you.
No. Go!
The captain of the guard never runs away.
Oh my god, Dad!
Dad, are you okay? Damn it, I hate these new stairs! He's back! He's alive!
Roxy, washed and chilled.
Wow, Kopaka, you're awesome. I know.
Also, the Roxy break free from the ice.
Doesn't look like it's been used in a while.
You will not find the seventh Toa.
Maybe Jala will.
He will die because of you.
I can't go with you. My duty is to myself. I quit!
Like the Beatles?
Anger, hunger, and fear.
Okay, so Vorak, the Roxy of hunger. Kurok, the Roxy of anger, and Turok, the Roxy of fear.
What is Roxy?
Surprise! Get on the quest, Takua. And you too, Stingy!
Ah, don't compare Takua to Shinji.
My strength. My
power.
What did he get hit by?
The fear rock.
Fear.
What have I done?
Roxy!
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
That was anger, right?
Yes.
Fire has no brothers. Fire consumes all.
Your foul stench bothers me, golly. Tahu, why are you talking like that?
Wait, how did they get healed?
They got better.
Got better?
No. Sorry, brother.
I'm pretty sure that's the only time Kopaka, at this point, has apologized to someone.
That's enough. Do you think that Turaga were right about us?
If you look closely, Gali just expended her elemental energy, but she's recharging it. And you can see her color go back into her.
Grab on!
I love it. You got the shot with the.
They don't want the mask. They're looking for the Herald.
You sure they were after the Herald?
Oh yeah, real sure.
I am alive, and in your debt, my sister.
Tahu, are you okay?
I'm no longer sexist.
We've been all over the island just to wind up here?
Why not? It's a special place.
Whoa!
This is it.
We both know the mask chose me. I'm the true Herald.
Jala, look! The beacons of Gondor are lit!
We are done running.
Well, we're dead.
Surprise.
He said it! He said it!
I'm supposed to make the sacrifice.
No. The duty was mine. You were always different. You know who you are.
I am Takanuva, Toa of Light.
Wow, look at the fucking ego of Takua. He carves his own face into the mountain. I'm joking about the ego part, but it's still like... I just like the fact that all this time underneath that statue was a sculpting of Takua's face.
All this just to discover who I am?
The path you walked was not to be here, but in here. You understand. Your destiny is clear.
Here's the skull of my husbando.
I have but one destiny. Yours lie with the Matoran and the Turaga.
He literally blew up his own cool bike. Why?
Holly!
It's time someone was your chronicler.
How did Holly sneak in?
There was room for her.
But when did she sneak in to avoid all the... You must have rolled the natural 20.
Yeah. Also, the Usanui, the vehicle Takanuva had, was created from the broken parts of the rock sheet and the Borak Kal. And basically, the blueprints were inside of Takua's mind. But, like, they were never activated until he became a Toa.
Holly, summon the Matoran.
It's done.
A simple game of Koli. Win, and you may try to open the gate. When you lose, I'll have that mask.
Alright, I'm back. I see we've reached the point where in a game of lacrosse.
I love my home, and Jala loved it too. But above all, Jala respected his duty. Let us repay him by doing our duty. Let us remember him by fulfilling our destiny. Let us go forward together. Let us awaken the Great Spirit.
An audience gathers for your final
failure. I have already summoned another ball. So I'm assuming the Koli ball is purposely made so that the goal of the game is actually hit the other player.
Yeah.
Also, Takua. Yes, I finally perfected that Koli game move. I don't know how that's really relevant to defeating Makuta, but yeah, there we go.
What? Wait, what? I never expected this.
Takua! Takua, this is against the rules! This is not part of the game! No!
And both Makuta and Takanuva fall into energized protodermis.
Light and shadow have become one.
Light has revealed the will of Matanui. Our brother must be awakened.
This is a weird part.
How so?
Them fusing.
Well, Takanuva, yeah, energized prodermis. It can do a lot of things. Much like fuse two beings into one, and a being of light and a being of shadow create the perfect being. Well, perfectly balanced being. Makuta could use up some of his energy to bring someone back to life, but that would severely weaken him. So why would he even want to do that? And because Takanuva is part Makuta, he could do it.
Let us awaken the Great Spirit.
Also, where are all the Matorans?
They're there.
Duty!
They're just not shown.
They have to save budget.
What? Yeah, budget reasons.
You're alive! Koli head, you could have been Makuta Bones.
Could have been, but I'm not.
United, we embraced our duty. Light found itself and illuminated our destiny. The city of the Great Spirit. My island home refound. New legends awake. but old lessons must be remembered. This is the way of the Bionicle.
Wait, what was Vakama saying about my island home refound? Yeah, he hasn't been entirely truthful with us. What exactly is Vakama's deep, dark secret? You are not the first, Toa.